Learning people, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at. You already know, if you hear my voice, listen up, because I got something to say. I want to draw your attention to something that I call very often in this contrived news, these contrived agendas that we see today. Shootings, active shootings, and the days that they will occur. We're pretty much, in the true community, we're pretty much calling these shootings and what they will report in the news days and weeks before they're even reported. Why is that? Because this code is repetitive. This code is the same thing over and over and over again. I pulled up this post to show you that on July 21st, I told you, I said if you're a part of my group, Freely Giving on Facebook, I said to these individuals that, look out for Sunday, July 26th. There will be an active shooter. There will be a public shooting of some sorts that will get coverage. Now, with that being said, we know that people get shot every day. It's a huge world. But the significance of these shootings and how they are displayed in the news with a purpose on these particular days is I don't want to say forced, but somewhat forced. And it always happened at the same time, on the same date numerology. Let me just show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Check this out. If you don't know, what we do here is called gematria. You have your 4-base ciphers. Your 4-base ciphers. The first one is full reduction, also called the Pythagorean gematria, where A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, all the way up to J, which would be the 10th letter, but it's reduced down, where J is reduced down. Instead of being 10, it's 1 plus 0 equals 1. K is 11, 1 plus 1 equals 2, all the way down to Z. You see that? Okay, Z being the 26th letter, 2 plus 6 equals 8. Reverse full reduction. That's where everything is reversed. Z being 1, Y is 2. When you get up to P, which is the 10th letter, it's reduced down, where 1 plus 0 equals 1. You see that? All the way to A. All the way to A. A, the 26th letter, is reduced down to its lowest common factor, 2 plus 6, the 26th letter A, in that full reduction, reverse full reduction. It's just reverse the letters, reverse the alphabet, reduce that number fully. So instead of being 26A, it's 2 plus 6 equals 8. 8 is the lowest that 26 can go. English ordinal or simple reduction is basically A is 1, B is 2, all the way to Z being 26. And reverse ordinal is the exact opposite, where Z is 1 all the way to A being 26. And if you need a minute, pause right here to look at this, screenshot this, and know this. These 4-base ciphers is the only thing that you really need to decode the news on a day-to-day basis. This contrived news. Now, this young man, Garrett Foster, gets shot on a 37 date numerology. His name is 73, and the date numerology is 73. July 26, 2020. That's 7 plus 26 plus 20 plus 20. And the life lesson number is 37, just like shooting is 37. That's reverse full reduction. You see that? And this constantly happens. His full name, 73. R.I.P. to this young man, and whatever happened with this situation. They say that he was shot unarmed. Some people say he had a AK-47 pointed at people, but all I know is this man is dead and gone, as far as I know, as far as it's being reported. And these things happen on Pacifically is reported in the news on these type of days. 37 or 73 shootings. And if you don't believe that, I have proof, further proof. In my group, I document these things days ahead and tell people days ahead, hey, look out for such and such day because there's going to be a major shooting, there's going to be an active shooter. And you go back throughout history, and most of the active shooters happen on 37 date numerology. So just type in 37 and search. And all these dates pop up where I have said ahead of time, 37 date numerology is coming up. Watch out for shooters in the news. Even down to where they had the mall shooting a couple weeks ago. Call that before it even happened, days before it happened. Wednesday. They like to have shootings on Wednesday. Why? Because Wednesday is 37. It's common to have shootings on Saturday also. So this is something that we need to be aware of and move accordingly. If you know that you're going to see these date numerologies, this ain't no thing where you need to be fearful, but you need to be aware. That's the point of this information, to be more aware so that you know how to move, you know how to groove, you know what's going on, you know if something is contrived, you know if it's some shit behind, whatever's being said or done, you know what's going on, you on the up and up, Active shooter, 74. On 7-4. It also had a date numerology of 37, When you add up 7, 3, 2 plus 0, it was reported on 74, but 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0, when it happened, it equals 12. Mall equals 12. And I can go on and on. I can just click on any of these things and I can just, show you. 37 is shooting, kill, shooter, target, officer. Gun is 12 on a 12-day numerology. Also has a 37-day numerology. And guess what happens? You'll see that in the news. And we've seen that on 17. You see, it's undeniable work. These numbers are really the identifier and the nail in the coffin to what these people do on a day-to-day basis. It's proof. It's hard proof. You no longer have to wonder and speculate and these aren't theories, conspiracy theories. These are facts. Go look for the next 37, 73 date numerology. Type it into the Gematria calculator. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you where it's at. You can find it at. Look for this web address, gematrianator.com, and then go to tools, go to date duration, and just go over here and start typing in dates coming up. And when you see a 37 or 73 that adds up, mark that date, and I guarantee mainstream media will show you exactly what I'm telling you. They just did the same thing with the floods, with the hurricanes. Hurricane is 52. They did it on a 52 date numerology. On 5/20, they did a hurricane. This past Friday was a 52 date numerology. Today is the 29th, 7/29/2020, July 29th, 2020. Last Friday they had a hurricane. It's R.I.P, is weather warfare. And they always do these hurricanes and floods on 52 date numerology. It's where they breached the dam back in May on 5/20, 5/2. 5/20 is just like 5/2, no 0, 52. So they always do this on these dates. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. And this active shooter is no different. So that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to point that out. Try to upload some more content. Give me some feedback. I just said something, and I hope you got it. If you didn't, rewind it back. And at the end of the day, you already know it's freely given.